Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Xero number 3062500 PSA. This is a sample piece of their Intumet Fire Seal, their FS 3003 in a black finish. This is intumescent material that's going to be used when the requirement of an intumescent is necessary on a door. There is some description down below of the material, and let's go over it now. Fire seal, sold per foot, by the way. This happens to be a 6-inch sample piece, so be sure that you're ordering the correct length. If you need 7, if you have a 7-foot door, be sure to order 7 feet of it. Moving through the description, they say that the material is 0.5 inch wide. The caliper says the material is 0.528. Has a thickness of 0.062, and the PSA in the part number means pressure sensitive adhesive, by the way. The caliper tells me that the thickness is 0.068, so that's pretty close. Black provides 30 minutes of fire resistance. 2 parallel seals can provide 60 minutes of fire resistant in hardwood construction. Used where smoke seal is not required, and is designed to be mortised into a wood door or frame or into an edge strip of a wood or composite door leaf. Certain categories of door construction will require the use of intumescent material. Activation temperature is 250 degrees, which we'll somewhat test in a moment. Expansion volume is 20 times with an expansion pressure of 27 psi. Very good stability, they say. Stability after expansion is very good. Hard char, flame and moisture resistant, chemically inert and paintable, non-carcinogenic, long life without deterioration, and is odor free. It's a soft puff Intumet, which is designed specifically for doors and frames. The rubber matrix material begins intumescing at relatively low temperatures where organic materials begin to emit a combustible and noxious gases. Expands gradually to fill all gaps with moderate force that will not unlatch the door, and that's where the soft puff comes into play. You don't want to have a violent action on the door that will disturb the door's ability to stay in both the closed and latched position. Has sufficient reservoir capacity to continue intumescing if escape doors opened and then closed again, and stands up well to the stringent requirements for protecting fire doors on oil rigs, which are subject to intense heat and flames. Now, there's a link below this video to the installation instructions, and it really talks about installing the material onto a frame. And given the thickness of the material and the maximum gap per NFPA 80 on doors, I don't see how you're going to install this onto a door and frame. This needs to be installed into a door and a frame so that you do not exceed that 1/8 of an inch NFPA 80 mandate for gap. Could you fit this in there if your door was beveled? I guess it's possible, but I don't. This is going to be sold to door manufacturers that are going to install it and integrate it into their assembly. So as a result of that, I'm not going to go through the installation instructions, except to say that if you were going to install it onto a door and frame, you need to make sure that the material you're putting this adhesive down to is incredibly clean and free of dust and debris altogether. Any sort of lapse in making sure the surface is clean, paint is dried and cured, is going to result in a failure. Now, having said that, we also have a link to the product catalog that's down below where we can view the material from the catalog sense. You'll see how the part number changes as the size changes. Okay. How the applications change. And then some sister-related products to the material as well. Okay. Hey, let's put a test. I want you to kind of see what this looks like when it's activated. At least become familiar with it. It'll curl back, which obviously it wouldn't really happen if it was a actual attached piece of material. meaning it was incorporated into an assembly. Get some significant heat on there so that we can really see how it expands. And it does gradually expand. If I were to have laid off the heat initially, it would absolutely create a situation where you would see it expand. It would take a buildup to get the material to where it was expanding. And it's relatively cool to the touch. Okay, so that's where that 20 times expansion comes in. Very soft sort of profile, as it states. You know, this went from 0.09 basically thickness to about 0.28 dimension. So that's what's really going to seal your material. Okay, when you got your positive pressure type installations, that's what it looks like. The name Zero is quite synonymous with intumescent material and synonymous with STC rated material, sound transmission control. There is a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Zero products that we sell, but also a link to the manufacturer's website, as well as a link to the full product catalog. I'm partial to Zero, and it's really more so because of their unique engineered solutions to items. The short way of saying you're going to need Zero products eventually, because only they will have something that's going to work. But I am also a fan of the quality, of the caliber of the material. Their automatic door bottoms, in my opinion, are the best in the business. And while their lead times can be long, and sometimes a bit unwieldy, if you've got time as a luxury and budget, because the best is never the cheapest, I would definitely endorse Zero, because I believe in the product line, and I've reviewed dozens of their products and am always impressed with the quality, caliber, fit, and finish of the product that I get. Any questions on the Zero? This is their part number 3062500 PSA 12-inch. This is a sample piece of their FS3003 intumescent fire seal, or any other Zero product. Please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you